Well, hey, this weekend it is time to spring forward. Saturday night we start daylight saving time, setting the clocks forward an hour, and for most of us that means losing an hour of sleep. If you're sleep deprived like myself, you know it can definitely take a toll. But there are some ways to make this transition a little easier. Dr. Kanchan Gangal from Oregon Sleep Associates is here to help. Thanks for coming in.
Thank you for having me.
So this is always a tough time of year, springing forward. Everyone rolls in real groggy Monday morning. Why is this so hard on our bodies?
Well, it's hard for a couple of reasons. One is with the spring forward, we lose an hour of sleep, unlike in the fall when we gain an hour. One of the reasons it's difficult is we lose that hour of daylight in the morning and shift it to the evening. And so the mismatch between what the clocks say and what our bodies want to do throws everyone off.
Yeah, because that's like your circadian rhythm too, right?
Exactly.
You need that hour of daylight to kind of wake up.
Exactly. And then what you were saying, so many of us are sleep deprived. And so that, loss of an extra hour, that bonus hour is even harder for people.
If you're already in the hole, good luck next week.
Exactly, exactly.
So can we prepare for it now? Are there some things we can do a couple days early here?
Absolutely. So we like to start planning like the week before daylight savings, ideally. One, try to get the normal hours of sleep that you should be getting the week before. So for adults, that's at least 7 hours, if not more. In preschoolers, it's like 10 to 13 hours.
Oh boy, yeah.
So it's kind of based on age. Teenagers need to get more than 8 hours. So it's hard for everyone. The other thing is you can start to move your bedtime a little bit earlier. So the more gradually you do it, the better. So if you start 3 days ahead of time, just move it earlier by 20 minutes.
Okay.
And keep doing that. So by the time it rolls around to have that hour change, you're already there.
Yeah, so have an easy weekend and kind of be disciplined with that bedtime starting tonight, and don't just wait till Sunday night and think, oh boy.
Exactly.
Here we go. Now, I know any parent of children knows we're gonna have that sunlight now till 8, 9 o'clock at night. It is not easy to get the kids in bed, especially when it's still light out. So any advice for parents how to kind of make that process a little easier?
Yeah, so it's really important to, especially with electronics, to get them away from the kids at least an hour before bedtime. Bedtime routines are really good, so it's kind of priming them to get ready for bed. So whether that's, taking a warm bath or, reading with them, just to kind of train them to be like, okay, these are the things that we do before we go to bed. And just make sure they avoid light and electronics and that kind of stimulation.
Yeah, I know, easier said than done for some, but very important. And finally, I've heard things like, car crashes can increase after, heart attacks can increase. I mean, the physical toll is real. So if people feel like they are having any kind of issues in the days following, what should we do after spring forward here?
So it can take a couple of days to adjust to it. I mean, safety is the utmost importance. So if you don't feel like you're awake enough to drive, don't. Carpool with someone. It's easier to feel more alert in the mornings if you expose yourself to really bright lights. So hopefully if the weather cooperates, sunlight is best, but otherwise that's one thing in the morning that can be more alerting. And then the other thing is just to make sure you get enough sleep. Okay.
And hey, if you need a little extra energy in the morning, we'll be here. Turn us on Monday and, start your day off. Doctor, thank you so much. We appreciate the advice. Hopefully a little preparation is going to make Monday morning a little easier.